Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. So we just finished the War of the Usurpur. Actually, we haven't finished it yet, but we just gotten the war score of 100%. And we are going to dedicate this episode to the aftermath of the war. We need to unite our empire yet again, the Empire of the Iron Throne, or the Kingdom of Iron Throne. We need to put our affairs in order. We need to go over the military, our domain, and decide what we're going to do. I guess the court is going to require some attention as well. Plus, we will have to deal with the people that have risen against us. So that is what we are going to do today. So let's start by evaluating the Battle of Highwind, which we have won against Lord Paramount Eddard of the North. So we had 60,672 men. They had 33,794 men, and we lost 9,400, while they lost 14,495. Now, considering the starting numbers, they've actually done pretty well. We killed most of, actually, like 90% of their losses were their levies. But same for us. Yeah, most of the other units suffered only minor casualties. And as far as knights go, did we lose any? We did. Alaric of Strongbox and Omer of Old Hills, Master Robert of Huggate, Lord Uthor of Sage Crown. And on their side they lost Lord Jonas of Southstone, Lord Brandon of Lastlands, Lord William of the Barrowlands, and Lord Lyman of Illfield. Okay, well, a big battle, but the last one of this war. Now let's go ahead and enforce our demands on Robert Baratheon. So this war actually took 4 years. That's interesting. That is interesting, and we get 126% from the battles. So the rebellion has failed, and we will decide the fate of them. We gain further dread and imprison Robert Eddard, Lord Hoster, and Lord John of Vale. Okay, so the leader of Stormlands, North, Riverlands, and Vale will end up in our jail. And they cannot join another faction for 10 years. So let us enforce the demands. Now here's Robert without his armor. To the vile King Rhaegar, may your humors rot in your living body. I know when I am defeated. It seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. I actually thought that may you humor something. I didn't realize that was talking about the bones. So the rebellion has ended. The 7 kingdoms were returned and united yet again, which we will see in a second. Now we need to disband all of our armies because the cost of them was ruining us. Now, first things first, we are going to let the game progress so that we can deal with our prisoners. That's going to be our first thing after the war. The war's aftermath. At long last, we have achieved victory in the face of those who sought to rebel against me and disrupt my righteous rule. Now that the traitors are within my grasp, the time has come to choose what fate shall befall them, whether to show them mercy or to punish them for their transgressions. Now, I guess we do not really have anything here. We are not just or cruel or anything, so bring them before me. Now, the first one that we have here is Lord Eddard of the North. Now, we can do a ton of things with these guys. We'll have to be careful what we do, but Lord Paramount Eddard kneels before me, ready to receive my judgment for his treachery. There are many options before me as to what punishment he should receive, some mild, some severe. Which to choose would depend on just how severe his treachery against the throne was. So, in line with the tradition, and because we do not want to end up like our father, we are going to banish Lord Eddard to the wall. We are not going to execute him or hostage him or take his titles. No, we're just going to banish him to the wall. So Lord Eddard of the North leaves prison and is sent to the wall, leaving all his titles to his heir. Now Robert, the leader of the rebellion. Unfortunately for Robert, the only just thing here is to execute him. We are not going to go against his family or his house, but he himself will be executed. Now, Lord Paramount John of the Vale is going to be banished to the wall. And the same thing with Lord Paramount Holster of the Riverlands. He is going to be banished to the wall. Our will has been done. So, this is our current territory. I mean, it's all of it. The Tower of Joy. Robert's rebellion has been broken and this pointless war at last is over, but I cannot rest. Lyanna remains where I left her, far south in Dorne, away from the fighting. I must go to her and see that she is well. I must see if the prophecies have been fulfilled. So Lyanna is now 19. So yeah, the war did take actually 4 years. So that means we're 27? 26, okay. I travel south to the Red Mountains to the Tower of Joy. Okay, so let's pause it. I want to see about these vassals. So Winterfell has now fallen to... Oh, they had only one child, Lady Paramount Maurice of the North. Didn't they have more children? I thought that they had more children. Lord Eddard. Nope, they had just one child, Maurice, and Eddard is poor man at the wall. Unfortunately, there really isn't another choice. Okay, so the Vale is now being ruled over by Lord Paramount Kellen of the Vale. He's 2 years old. And the Stormlands are... Now these are the Riverlands. So they're being led by Lord Paramount Edmure of the Riverlands, and Stormlands are over here. And they're being ruled over by Renway. Okay, so Renway is now the leader of the Stormlands. Fine. I guess that makes sense. So for us, we have left and we have an empty council position. We don't have a marshal. So Tywin would like to become, or could become, our marshal. But the Lannisters and their treachery will have to be punished. We will have to figure out how we are going to punish them, though, because they did join us in the end, but they waited till the very last moment to get behind the crown. So they will be stripped of as many ranks and slowly moved to a lower position if we can help it. So Tywin is not going to be... Though he's really good. He is really good, especially his stewardship. It's said that the Lannisters are made of gold, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, let's go with rank. Prince Doran of Dorne. Lord Paramount Quellon of the Iron Islands. Well, he doesn't like us much. What's the problem? Faith of the Seven is hostile. Okay. So our paramount Mace of the Reach. Lord Samuel or Stokeworth. Now I think we should have all of the... Well... Let's try to use this option to get our relations with the Iron Islands slightly better. He still doesn't like us, but we will try to do something with that if we can. I mean, we don't have to like him either. It's just that this option is now available to us. We can sponsor an inspired person. I'm gonna wait for them. Powerful vassal experts council positions. So Tyrion we do not care about, and Lord Paramount Mace of the Reach. What could you do for me? Well, not much. You actually aren't really good. You're gluttonous, arrogant, and gregarious and compassionate. It's actually a pretty interesting combination, but we really do not have anything we can offer you. Let's look at the courtiers though. We do have a decent income, so I think we can expand on our court. So we need a Warden of the North, which is going to be, well, I guess you. Can we name you that? Her name is Maurice. First name Maurice. Okay, so we can't name her that. What about the Warden of the East? That would probably be... Well, we can't really name you, so can we name Renly as the Paragon of the East, or the Warden of the East? Lord Renly. Are you here somewhere? No, wait, let's look at the rank. It's gonna be better. So, Qualon of the Iron Islands, Westerlands, Mace of the Reach, High Septon the Fat One. No, I don't see a Renly here either. I have a feeling I'm doing something wrong. Do they have to be on my court or something? Because that wouldn't make much of sense. Right, yeah, I guess they have to be on my court. I don't really see how that would work though, because these are supposed to be given to people who are your vassals. Master at Arms. Do we have your Kingsguard and your friend Arthur? Let's give it to Varys. That would be really funny. Waiting. Can I give it to you? A point. No, let's give it to him as well. Because we want to have him as Master of Arms. Master of the Horse, Food Taster. I mean Food Taster, that would probably be Bellis, for example. Spineless Blackguard, Craven, Arbitrary, Ambitious. Okay, let's just give it to Bellis, because he is just a courtier. And Courtsmith, huh? Architect, Seneschal, Fool, Court Poet. Do we have anyone? Nope, we don't have a poet or a bard. Bold Empath. You would be great. Diplomacy and Gregarious. You would be Gregarious and Diplomacy. Summa. I wonder. You know what? I have a different idea. Let's just keep these options open for ourselves so that we can assign people when we need to. What else do we... Inactive, accolades. The most skilled of the Iron Throne, the Stallion of Dragonland, oh no, Dragonstone, the Golden Hammer, Travel Safety, your Kingsguard and Knight, Jimator, the Stallion of Dragonstone, Valiant Disciplinarian, Captain of my Household Guards. Okay, that makes sense. The Golden Hammer and the most skilled. Well, okay, let's give it to Moon. And we'll keep the last one inactive. Okay, I have a feeling we can now unpause it, see what's gonna happen. We'll need to start looking at our domain in a bit more of a closer look, because we do not really have all that much domain when we look at it. Our actual realm is just the Dragonstone and King's Landing. So when it comes to King's Landing, we have this. The Tower of Joy. The Tower of Joy stands tall among the Red Mountains, a symbol of hope amidst a landscape of desolation. The realm has bled deeply, but this war will be but a trifling skirmish compared to what I fear comes next. But in Lyanna, there is hope. In our child, there is a fire to burn against the coming ice. So, Lyanna, are you pregnant? Refusing marriage. May not marry. Pretty. Aggressive attacker. Skilled tactician. Stubborn, brave, and compassionate. Lyanna's cries carry me up the staircase, her pain a spur in my soul. I reach the top and enter a room that smells of blood and roses. There is blood everywhere, between her legs, on the bed, on the floor. And there is a child. God save me, there is a child in her arms, and it is dead. We cry together, Lyanna and I, until we have no more tears to give, and then we cry without tears. Gently, I take the dead babe from her arms and wrap it in cloth. There are no words for the grief this deep. Let us marry, Lyanna, and I swear our children will inherit the realm. You take Lyanna as your wife in Elia's stead. You will disinherit all your children by her. Or let us marry Lyanna and put these troubled times behind us. We will marry her, but we do not disinherit our children. Well, that is actually hard. That is actually hard. We have 100% with our children, I think. Rhaegar Targaryen opinion of you. What is my opinion of her, though? Your daughter. I don't think we can disinherit them, but we are going to marry her. Loses the Grey Bride. Fertility minus 200. Okay, so let us marry and put these troubled times behind us. You and Queen Lyanna finally became lovers after months of searching and longing. So we now have a new wife, Queen Lyanna of the Iron Throne. And is she my lover? Yes, she is. Okay. So then I guess there is some hope for us for the future. So wedding celebration. With my marriage to Queen Lyanna, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? Or I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. let us not tax anyone. And the divorce. So Princess Ella of Dorne. So what happened to her? Former spouse. She moved back to Sunspear. And I guess my children are with her now. Well, okay. We need to fix that. I am not going to let them deal with this. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do next is we have 3 prisoners, and we have Lord Targaryen here of Sharefield. We can... I know we took him during a battle, so let's release him. Same with Nestor Royce. Can we recruit you? Okay, let's recruit you. And now we have to decide what we're gonna do with our father, Rhaegar Targaryen. Now, he has been in our jail for quite some time. To the implacable Rhaegar, I have no choice but to accept your conditions. Now, we will force our father to renounce his claims. And he will take the vows. But then we are going to release him. We do not keep our father imprisoned. And, you know, even though he's a lunatic and he might come back against us, he is still our father. And if he renounces his claims and takes the vows, he is going to be... Oh, he's ill. Oh my. He's a septon now. But, you know, we still honor our father. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now we do have a Grand Maester Pissel. So can we put okay, you want to give me your vows? I accept them, serve me well, but we need to look at our children. Alia, I guess they are still not of age, so they are staying with their mother. But we'll send them to the Maester when their time has come. I'm not gonna go on a grand tournament. How's our stress doing? Do we even have some? We do. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. My entourage and I have arrived in the Red Keep after wearing travel. So let's receive Lord Simond. Lord Simond is at last shown into my great hall and wastes no time before walking up to my throne and bowing deeply. Thank you for seeing me, my liege. I come to you today with an urgent request. I am beset by Lord Florian and his Liberty faction. Okay, these guys will have to disperse. Now, let's go to our original plan. What do we have in Short Lord Merrick? Serve me well. Okay, let's pause it because we're not gonna move otherwise. So, King's Landing actually has the Red Keep, the Rhaenys Hill, Visenya Hill, Goldguard's Highs, and a landing field, right? Anything else? Nope. I think control is 100% in all of them, right? Control 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay. So the Red Keep itself has the Red Keep, which is a special building, giving us extra fort, garrison, and holding taxes. It can be upgraded. But we have the 7 gates of the King's Landing, which is also a special building, extra fort, garrison size, and garrison, and increases raid time and development time. And then we have God's Wood here. Defender advantage +2, levies +150. Extra piety and prestige. Okay. The Rennis Hill has Dragon Pit. Costs money. Used as a venue for events varying from coronation to executions. The Dragon's Pit was envisioned by King Rhaegar I as a great stable to house dragons. During the riot of King's Landing, a prophet known as Shepherd and his 1,000 of followers stormed the Dragon Pit, resulting in the deaths of 5 dragons and countless rioters. It now serves as a stark reminder of the times past, and a trade port. And you got the Great Sept of Baelor, which cannot be upgraded either, but it gives us extra tax, holding taxes, and development growth. Okay? And you have just height tents. Okay, so it's a militia camp. Okay, and Dragonstone, when you look at that one, because that is still under us, we mentioned there's a special building of Dragonstone and a small harbor. Okay, so we need to start investing into our domain. I don't know if there's something we could build for our wife. Walls and towers. Barracks, militia camp, stables, blacksmith workshop. Trade port, that one would make sense, but we need to amass a bit of a treasury, to be quite honest here, before we do anything else. Levies, we have only 100 footmen, so that's something that we'll also need to fix. Your Lord Commander of the King Geralt Hightower has left his position at your court. How is it possible? He moved back to Reach. But he's still here. Okay, so maybe he didn't leave it. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's speed it up. See what else happens to us. Oh no! Pisau has died. Oh, he really wasn't serving us long enough. I think that in the actual histories he is still alive throughout the entirety of the books, so he lived to at least, 90? He was fairly old. Okay, so we do not have a maester now. Do we have... I actually don't think we can get one this way. We will need to request one, won't we? Yeah. Okay, so let's wait for a bit. Maybe we're gonna get an event with a Grand Maester. Or maybe not. Greetings, my handsome liege. My entourage and I have just arrived in the Red Keep after varying travel. There are important matters regarding the welfare of Duskendale. So bring him back to me. I'm visited by Lord Raymond. Oh, come on. Well, what are the factions? Domain, vassal succession. There is a special screen for factions, but I forgot where it was. Prisoners, common. Hooks and secrets. Ah, here it is, factions. There are no factions targeting you. That's weird. To the handsome Rhaegar, I have studied Valyrian language for many moons. I personally penned this missive using the Valyrian script, a letter of friendship from a speaker of the common tongue. I wish for our future diplomatic dealings to benefit us both. He has learned Valyrian. Impressive, send my regards. Okay, send my regards. Now, what about the decisions? I guess we are gonna send for the Maester then. Greetings, my faithful liege. I have arrived to Red Keep to pay homage to you, glorious king. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Lord Paramount Tywin, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth his gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record his pledges to serve 7 kingdoms of the Iron Throne. At last I bid Lord Paramount to arise. Okay, so he donated 80 gold. Well, okay then, maybe we'll take pity on them. The new Maester of King's Landing. The Maester I sent for from the Citadel has arrived. A fine man by the name of Urlon. Let us hope he will be loyal and wise. Conscientious scribe, whole body. Aspiring blade master is scarred. Maester. Skilled fighter. We pay 170 gold. Wow, okay. Well, let's accept him. We send for him, but 170 gold. My god. The realm is trying to milk me for all my worth. That is actually crazy. Okay, so what's happening at the wall? Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I have arrived. Lord John is coming in front of me, and he is mortified. Your oaths are all that matter. We are not going to punish you. The family craft. I am just finishing up today's business in my council chambers when my wife, Queen Lyanna, saunters in with her brother Eddard, eagerly at her heels. Isn't Eddard at the wall? What is he doing here? I put down the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Lyanna hesitantly remarks upon the room's furnishing. Don't these bare stone walls drive you the least bit mad? I know exactly what this room needs. Tapestries. My brother is excellent with a needle and thread. Sponsor him and see how his creation will improve your mood. I've been thinking the very same. It's dreadful in here. We've not a penny to spare on such luxuries. No, she is my beloved, so if she wants a tapestry, we are going to fund a tapestry. Anyway, on that note, we are going to end the episode. We have went through most of our immediate dealings, and now we're just going to rest on the Iron Throne and hope that we get money, hope that we get more prestige, and that we can actually start doing something. I'm thinking we can train for the tournament, and escape to Summer Hall might be a good idea. And maybe finding a common tongue linguist so that we can learn the common tongue would benefit us, because we cannot speak that, I think. We only speak Valyrian. So either way, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode with more Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones.